You verified the driver, protected your luggage, and made it safely from the airport to your hotel. But the journey from airport theft prevention to hotel room security is not a change of subject. It is the next handoff. At the airport, the main challenge was keeping control of your belongings while moving through crowds, checkpoints, pickup zones, and vehicles. At the hotel, the challenge changes. Your passport, electronics, medication, luggage, room number, and daily schedule may now be concentrated in one temporary space, and several people may have legitimate reasons to enter that space. The solution is not to barricade yourself inside the room or assume that every hotel employee represents a threat. It is to establish a simple routine that reduces accidental exposure, opportunistic theft, privacy problems, and uncertainty about who can enter. In this video, we will create a 5-minute hotel room reset covering the door, safe, visible belongings, housekeeping access, and your leaving the room routine. At the end, you will also know when a portable door lock can add protection and when it cannot. Some links in the description may be affiliate links, which means Safe Miles may receive a commission at no additional cost to you. Recommendations are selected for their practical value, not because they replace hotel security procedures or personal judgment. If calm, practical travel security guidance is useful to you, subscribe to Safe Miles. We follow the journey beyond the airport, protecting the points where travelers, documents, luggage, and transportation systems intersect. Before unpacking, close the door and inspect it from inside the room. Confirm that it closes and latches without needing to be pulled, lifted, or slammed. A door that appears closed but is not fully latched defeats every secondary precaution you might take later. Test the deadbolt or interior lock. Then examine the door viewer, connecting door, balcony entrance, and accessible windows. If the room has a connecting door, confirm that your side is locked. If anything appears damaged, loose, obstructed, or unreliable, contact the front desk before settling into the room. This is not a search for hidden danger. It is a functional check, similar to verifying a rideshare plate before entering the vehicle. You are confirming that the security feature you expect to rely on actually works. When someone knocks, do not open the door simply because the person announces housekeeping, maintenance, or room service. Use the viewer when possible and call the front desk using a number you already trust. Ask whether the hotel sent someone to your room. Avoid saying your room number loudly in public areas, and do not display the key sleeve where strangers can read it. If a key card is lost, request a replacement and ask the hotel to deactivate the missing card. A key card without a printed room number is safer than a labeled physical key, but the card and room number sleeve together can reveal exactly where it belongs. If your assigned room is near an exterior entrance that does not lock properly, beside an isolated stairwell, or in a location that makes you uncomfortable, request another room. You do not need to prove that the location is objectively dangerous. The room must allow you to follow a reasonable routine without persistent uncertainty. A hotel safe can reduce casual exposure, but it should not be treated as an invulnerable vault. Management access, override procedures, installation quality, and safe construction vary. The useful question is not, is the safe perfectly secure? It is, which items become less exposed when they are placed here? A closed safe can be better than leaving a passport, spare cards, emergency cash, or small electronics visible on a desk. It creates a barrier against casual observation and opportunistic handling, but it does not eliminate every risk, and a small, removable safe may provide less protection than its appearance suggests. Before using it, inspect the safe and test the lock while the door is open. Confirm that your code works, that the safe reopens normally, and that no previous setting appears active. Never close it for the first time with your essential documents already inside. Choose a code that is not your birthday, room number, address, or an obvious sequence. Do not use the same code as your phone or bank card. When checking out, open the safe before completing your final room sweep. Travelers sometimes protect an item so effectively that they leave without it. A practical division is to carry what you may urgently need and secure the backup items you do not need during that outing. For example, you might carry one payment method and limited cash while storing a backup card separately. Your exact choice depends on local identification requirements, your destination, and what the hotel can reasonably secure. For unusually valuable property, ask the hotel whether it provides a more controlled front desk deposit or another documented storage option. Ask how access is recorded and obtain a receipt when appropriate. Do not assume that the small box inside the room is the hotel's highest security option. Before leaving the room, stand at the doorway and look back as if you had never seen the room before. What could someone understand in 5 seconds? A passport on the desk, a laptop beside an open work bag, cash near the bed, jewelry in the bathroom, medication on the nightstand, or a camera charging in plain view creates an instant inventory. Even when nothing is stolen, exposed documents and screens may reveal names, travel plans, employer information, contacts, reservations, or financial details. This does not mean hiding every ordinary possession. It means removing the small number of objects that communicate value or sensitive information immediately. Put luggage away from the entrance, close bags, and avoid using the bed as a permanent display surface. Locking a suitcase is not the same as using a secure container, but a closed and organized bag provides more evidence of disturbance than loose belongings spread around the room. Do not leave a room key, passport, boarding pass, luggage tag, or itinerary visible near a window or doorway. Remember the principle used in airport privacy. A document does not need to be physically stolen to expose useful information. A clear photograph may be enough. Medication deserves special attention. Keep it organized, correctly labeled where required, and away from heat, moisture, children, or casual access. Do not scatter individual pills across surfaces or transfer essential medication into an unidentified container merely to make it less visible. Before you leave, lock computers and tablets completely. A sleeping laptop may reveal notifications or reopen without meaningful authentication. Disconnect unnecessary devices, store sensitive papers, and remove personal information from any hotel printer, business center computer, or shared workspace you used. The goal is not to make the room look unoccupied. The goal is to ensure that a person entering for a legitimate reason cannot instantly see your valuables, documents, or daily plan. Housekeeping is a normal hotel service, and in most cases, the people entering your room are simply doing demanding work under time pressure. A good security routine should respect that reality while limiting unnecessary exposure. Start by deciding whether you want service that day. If you do not, use the hotel's privacy indicator correctly. Depending on the property, that may be a door hanger, electronic panel, app setting, or direct request to the front desk. However, understand that a privacy sign is a request, not a physical lock, and hotels may enter under certain policies or circumstances. If you do want service, prepare the room first. Put away documents and valuables, close luggage, secure private work materials, and remove anything that could be discarded accidentally. A receipt, handwritten note, medication package, or small accessory may look like rubbish when left beside actual waste. After returning, perform a quick reset. Check the door, connecting door, windows, safe, luggage, electronics, and any items you deliberately positioned. You are not conducting an investigation or accusing staff. You are confirming that the room remains in the condition you expect. If something is missing or disturbed, avoid immediately confronting an individual employee. Document the condition, check your bags carefully, contact hotel management, and request that the matter be recorded. If the missing property is significant, ask about the appropriate local reporting process and contact your insurer when required. Also, reset your privacy. Close curtains before changing clothes or handling documents. Check that smart televisions, shared streaming devices, Bluetooth connections, and hotel apps are not still linked to personal accounts before checkout. If you logged into a streaming service, sign out rather than assuming the television will erase your session automatically. The best hotel security routine is the one you can repeat without turning every departure into a 20-minute inspection. Use the same order each time. First, decide what you are carrying and what you are leaving. Separate primary and backup payment methods rather than taking everything together. Confirm that you have the identification legally or practically required for that outing. Second, remove the visible inventory. Store documents, electronics, cash, medication, and anything displaying personal information. Third, check the safe, windows, balcony entrance, and connecting door. Fourth, decide whether housekeeping should enter and set the appropriate privacy or service indicator. Finally, close the main door and pause. Push or pull it once to confirm that it latched. Do not rely solely on the sound of the door swinging shut. This final check connects directly to the routines used earlier in the journey. At baggage claim, you verify that the suitcase is yours. At a rideshare pickup, you verify the car and driver. At a hotel, you verify the room's condition and the door's closure. Safe travel is often a sequence of small confirmed handoffs. Portable door locks, wedges, and door alarms can add a secondary layer while you are inside certain hotel rooms. They may make an inward opening door more difficult to open or create noise if the door moves. However, they are not universal solutions. Compatibility depends on the door, frame, gap, opening direction, floor surface, and local safety requirements. A device that works at home may not fit a particular hotel door. Some products can also interfere with rapid emergency exit if installed carelessly. Test a portable device in normal conditions while you are awake. You should be able to remove it quickly without searching for instructions or using excessive force. Never use a device that prevents you from leaving promptly during a fire alarm, medical emergency, or evacuation. A portable lock also does nothing for an open balcony door, accessible window, weak connecting door, or a main door that never latched. It is a secondary measure, not compensation for faulty hotel hardware. If the primary lock does not work, change rooms rather than trying to repair the problem with an accessory. For many travelers, a simple door alarm may offer a more flexible warning layer than a device that physically blocks the exit. Whichever option you choose, judge it by compatibility, ease of emergency removal, portability, and realistic purpose, not by dramatic advertising. Here's the complete routine. Test the main door, deadbolt, connecting door, windows, and balcony entrance. Decide what belongs in the safe, and test the safe before placing essential items inside. Remove valuables and personal information from immediate view. Set clear housekeeping preferences and reset the room after service. Then use the same leaving routine every time, ending with a physical check that the door latched. This does not make a hotel room perfectly secure. It makes your decisions more consistent and reduces the number of opportunities created by distraction, visibility, and assumption. The airport may be where you first become conscious of theft, document exposure, and luggage control, but those responsibilities do not end when you reach the hotel. They simply move into a quieter environment where travelers often lower their guard. Download the free Safe Miles hotel room security checklist from the description and keep it with your arrival documents. It condenses this 5-minute reset into a simple check-in and departure routine. If this 5-minute reset gave you a clearer way to protect your room, belongings, and privacy, subscribe to Safe Miles and turn on notifications. We connect each stage of the journey, from airport theft prevention and transportation safety to hotel security, so you can travel calmly without overlooking the handoffs where problems often begin. Next, watch our airport to hotel safety guide to see how luggage, driver verification, pickup zones, and hotel arrival fit together. Then continue with the first video in this new series. Hotel safe mistakes, what the box does not protect. Travel calmly, verify the handoff, and reset the room before you relax.